Welcome to the Natural Way of Being video blog. This video is titled Modeling Open-Heartedness. I think if you're watching this video, you've experienced having your heart just being like wide open. I mean, you feel kind of connected to life, and life's just more enjoyable. You'll feel this joy and like you're part of something, and it's generally a really expansive and pleasant feeling. And the other cool thing is that when one person's heart is open, it seems to touch other people, and then there's a tendency for them to open their heart. So it's kind of contagious in a way. So if you have your heart open, then other people, tend to have theirs open too. I don't know if it's like we're like modeling it for people, or if there's this resonant energy thing that happens. I don't know, but it just seems to be that way to me, that when someone opens their heart, then it gives other people permission maybe to open their heart. The other thing I've been noticing about being open-hearted is that we seem, generally speaking, unless we've chosen otherwise, we tend to be somewhat dependent on people and things and experiences outside of ourselves to kind of help open our heart for us. And this is natural. We may see a sunset, or we're out in nature, or we're with a friend, and then something happens, and we give ourselves permission to open our heart. We're touched, being touched, we open our heart, which is really cool. But it's also, we become reliant on it. What if nothing touches us that day? Then we're going to go through the day without our heart open, and it would be kind of cool to do something that we had a little more say in this. And of course, I'm sure you probably realize this, is that you get to choose whether your heart is open, and so what you can do is like do some type of activity or spiritual practice that from the past opens your heart. And you basically do that until your heart is open. Maybe it's meditation or yoga or going on a walk in nature or Tai Chi or listening to music maybe. But it's like what opens your heart. So what you can do is that maybe for a practice in the morning is do this practice until you feel your heart open. And then the goal is from there is to keep your heart open, as you walk through your day, and so then some really cool things can happen. Some huge benefits can happen. First of all, you're going to benefit immensely, because you're going to experience life in a whole different way if your heart is open. Life will be more enjoyable and more meaningful and more powerful, more connected, as I said before. But there's also another thing that happens that I think is equally important, is when you are walking with your heart open, then you are modeling that for the people that you interact with. Now you're the one that's offering your open heart, and you're kind of one that's taking the risk and saying, hey, let's have an open-hearted interaction here. And then they feel that, and then they get the opportunity, at the very least, or the choice to open their heart. And this is so needed, because there's a lot of talk. There's all this talk in books and everything else about the power of meditation and open-heartedness, and everybody loves Brené Brown, right? And the vulnerability, and it's wonderful work. But I think it stays largely conceptual for people. It's more like an idea. We like the idea of being vulnerable, but actually being vulnerable when we're in our relationship, now that's a whole different thing. That can be kind of scary. It's like, if I'm vulnerable, I've got nothing to hang on to. It's like, oh my God, is she going to like me? Or what's going to happen here? I have no idea. So I think we tend to be more safe with oh yeah, having your heart being vulnerable, it's really important and you should do that. No. So, but then do we actually live that? And so I think what people need, sometimes ourselves as well, but what people need is they need to experience it, because we talk about being open heart, but until you experience it, we really don't know what it's like. And so it's really important, I think it's a huge way to make a difference is to kind of model this to people and have them invite them to be part of an experience with you that they can open their heart. And then they can feel it. And then they can feel the love and the expansiveness and the compassion and all the good stuff. And they're like, wow, this feels kind of good. And it can be scary too. It's a mixed blessing. Being vulnerable is being open is really expansive and feels good, and it also can be a little scary because we are vulnerable, but I think after you do it for a while, it's like, I think it's worth it. It's worth the risk to walk with my heart open. So then you're offering this huge gift to people. So when you meet people in your day, you have your heart open. You've done your thing in the morning and you're sustaining that throughout the day. And then you're saying hi to your coworker or your loved one or your child or your boss or whoever or someone at the store. You're just like, hey, and you're interacting with them with your heart open. And what it is, it's contagious. So then it gives them an opportunity to open their heart. They can experience it, and then of course they can share that with other people. And so it's just such a subtle way that we can make a huge difference. I think a lot of us, we talk, well, what's our spiritual purpose and all this stuff? And this is such a simple, it can be challenging, but just a simple way. If our heart's open, we offer it to people, we invite them to open their heart, we help them experience it. We might even model what it's like to walk through your day. Just by you having your heart open, it shows people that it's possible. They think that they're at the effect of they need to wait until something happens that magically opens their heart. And we don't need to do that. We choose. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do something, I'm going to open my heart, and then I'm going to walk with it throughout my day. And if something distracts me from that, it's like, okay, let's come back to center, open my heart. It's like before I interact with someone, it's like, is my heart open? And then interact. And then you're offering your love and your beauty to the people. And it touches people. It like far more than we can even understand. It's like we're offering, then the magic can happen. And it's just magic. It's life, right? It's the love that's happening that emanates from our open heart. It transforms everything that it touches, both near and far. So anyway, that's my invitation, is to walk with your heart open, to model it for other people and enjoy it yourself. So thanks so much for watching this video. I wish you a happy new year, and hopefully it's a new year of being open-hearted and really enjoying life. I'll see you in a week. Goodbye.